Welcome back to Sneakers and Stogies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Landon Strange here. It's too early for me to have a cigar, but that doesn't mean my guests can't have one. So let the world know who you are.
What's going on? It's Ryan Aubrey.
What?
I had to do something. I had to. Like, there's no way. Like, it's literally on the show. It's not up.
Exactly, and that's the only reason why we're here, because you come out of nowhere.
You have a lower third for it.
Yeah, I have a little third.
Is it on this side or this side?
It's both, actually. I'll put it on both.
Okay, so, it's on the show. It's on the show.
It's on the show.
It's only right. That's just brand.
Exactly, but still in all, I didn't know if you smoked stogies, so I didn't want to be rude. That's the cutter. I didn't know if you smoked stogies, so I'm not going to be rude.
Oh, you know it.
But I got a stogie, a good cigar from CAO from Briar Shop. Shout out to Briar Shop for celebrating their 60th anniversary this past weekend.
Yes, sir.
But, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna let you light your own stogie. I'm smoking up a pipe today, ladies and gentlemen. But, needless to say, we're grateful for you to be here, especially since it's so short notice.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you forget which end?
Yeah.
The other end. Flip. There you go.
Alright.
See, you learned?
I did that, so I posted this, video, right?
Right.
Live at a few, it's 8 months ago or something like that, like a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, it's early, the same thing, early in the morning like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's ain't morning no more, but
No.
it's pretty early.
Pretty early.
And so, it's morning somewhere.
Exactly.
And so, literally, I'm like, it's just a Saturday, right? Like, I got the cognac cup and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, like, we had this photo shoot. And literally, I'm lighting the cigar and smoking it and stuff, and I lit it on the wrong side, and they let me have it when they realized it. I was like, dang.
They didn't want you to be great, that's what it was. But yeah, nah. We welcome you here, but before we get really lit with the show, I'll say don't die on the stogie.
Hey, man.
Don't die.
You got to.
But we here because, I'm wearing my concert shirt even though it's not a concert shirt Friday, because my boy, Tyler the Creator, won Best Rap Album and rightfully deserved it. You had me fucked all the way up. You might have got snubbed for the Grammy of the Best Album of the Year, but Best Rap Album, yeah, 2 in a row, dead ass. Let's run it. But
You didn't think you had no competition this year?
for Call Me If You Get Lost, Donda was basic until you got the deluxe edition. CLB, hit or miss, depending on your taste. Nas' album came very late in the end. And J. Cole album was pretty good, but I only listened to it. I listened to it straight through, and I can only just fully enjoy it one time.
What album was J. Cole's album?
Damn, it was the one that popped off at the end of this. I can't remember the
Fall Off or something like that?
I think so.
Okay. I didn't listen to it.
It was good, don't get me wrong. Great album, but it's like one time through. Whereas,
That's how I feel about every J. Cole album. That's why I didn't listen to it.
Honestly,
Except no, okay.
don't piss off people on Dreamville Weekend last weekend. Don't do it.
Forest Hills Drive is fire. That's his best album. That's his magnum opus. No questions asked. It's nothing we can talk about.
Yeah.
I like Born Sinner a lot. That I might like it a little bit more, just me personally. More hits, what was his first album? Cold World?
Yeah, Cold World.
Oh, I guess because the mixtape too.
Yeah.
But I think every J. Cole from his very first mixtape, Friday Night Lights, to Forest Hill Drive,
correct.
Perfect.
Okay.
No, people say boring and stuff, but no criticism from me. But
it tells a story.
Oh no, it wasn't KLD. It was
No, KLD was the one.
For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, For Your Eyes Only was my favorite, low key.
That's the one where I was like, falling off.
Well, because he told a story, and most of the albums I like tell a story, and that's why I enjoyed this Tyler album more, because it told a genuine story from beginning to end.
It was a concept album?
It was a concept album, but it was a concept album different from Igor, which he won the Grammy for.
I like Igor.
And this one's a further variation of it. But it's a different story.
What was before? Was Flower Boy before Igor?
It was Flower Boy, then Igor, then Call Me If You Get Lost.
Tyler has come a long way musically. Think about it.
Oh yes, no, that has.
Like he actually tried. I feel like he didn't used to try before. He just made music game music.
Yeah, but it worked for him. And then I want to say after Wolf, that's when you saw his progression. Because Goblin, of course, was a continuation from Bastard. But with these last 3 albums, there's a symphony in its own right. And actually seeing it live was a different experience as well.
I remember funniest thing ever, right? So, if y'all don't know, I work in the industry, right?
Fair enough.
Producing TV content, you know, trying to do my thing. And so, this is like right after I graduated from TSU. This is years ago now.
Of course.
And so, I just gave him a plug too. You know what I mean? Oh well. Alright. Y'all say TSU on this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We gave TSU a shout out for WrestleMania this past Saturday because the band was there.
Oh yeah, I seen it. That was live.
That was hella live.
I was like, ooh.
I'm like, I'm here for it, but continue the story.
So they should have that on my trip, but that neither here nor there. And so I ended up my first job, well, it's like my second job, but like it was connected, same production company. So my first job after school, I got this job working on in the Lost City of Gold with Paramount.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now, you know, I have a contentious relationship with that studio, so you know what I mean. I really shouldn't have said their name. I wish we could bleep it out.
I'll bleep it out in post.
Yeah, okay. But pretty much, at the time, I didn't think like put two and two together. That's a Viacom company. You know, bleep it out. And so, literally on our like second to last day, we're filming. Cause I wasn't there for the initial filming. I was like in Hawaii. I was there for like the post filming, right? So like, you know, most films nowadays you do 6 to 8 weeks of like reshoots just to get stuff right, or you know, some executive somewhere looked at it and was like, that's trash.
Yes.
Fix this, and this, and at this person, you'd be like, damn, like they hired me for that.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
And you got paid.
Yeah, hey, you know. So we end up working. It was actually crazy because they had to push the film date back by like a week or two because the story shoots in June. That's June. From May to June.
Yeah, I remember them pushing it back. Now that you say that, that's
yeah, that's why they pushed it back. So we still have to do press during those shoots. We still have to do photo shoot. We have to do all that. Make time for that. Whole different story. I have a whole funny story connected to the blade and everything. It's a whole other story.
Okay.
But pretty much on our last or second to last day of filming, they were like, play some music, right? We're leaving filming, we're going straight to the press junket, we're outside, we're trying to like keep everybody in one place. Even my boys on the movie, she has a crowd of 50 people where like a whole like entourage. It's crazy. She has a makeup artist doing her makeup as she's just sitting there, and then there's a makeup artist doing her makeup. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen, like real Hollywood. And so they're like, we're all sitting outside, they're like, hey, play some music. So they look to me because obviously I'm like the only black person there. You know, it's 2019. It's not past 2020, so you know they're not gonna just you know how it goes. Yeah. And so I'm like, ooh, I don't like playing music. You know what I mean? And this is not like being racist. But,
of course, everybody tastes different.
Yeah. So it's like I don't like playing my music. My music's a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll call it ethnic or, you know,
urban.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more ratchet, you know what I mean? I'll listen, nigga, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a little extra, you know what I mean? So, I'm like, I'm good. So, I can't remember his first name, but, he's a Wahlberg. Not Wahlberg. Wahlberg.
Not Mark.
Not Mark Wahlberg.
It's the other one?
It's the nephew.
The nephew, okay, I can't think of his name either.
And I won't even say that on here. I won't even say that on here. I was gonna give y'all some insight.
Don't do it to them. They not ready.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that on here. But pretty much, he's like, nah, I got it. So he's like, okay, cool. So he connects to the aux cord. It's like a white boy from like Massachusetts. Why does he start playing all black music, all hip hop, and the first song he plays is literally, was it Earthquake?
Yeah.
By Tyler, the Creator?
Yes.
And literally, so I'm like sitting there, I'm thinking he's gonna play something like, you know what I mean, something crazy, or like, you know what I mean, something like pop, you know, something.
Yeah, something different.
Why did I hear that beat drop? And I literally, I promise you, this is my reaction. I was just like,
bro, you was on something you ain't want.
Yeah.
Bruh. Oh God.
We thought he was a kid all throughout filming because the main star of the film, I can't remember her name either.
What worry about her?
Yeah, Wikipedia. And so she was like 17 at the time, so she only like could film as a minor type shit. You know what I mean? Like she only filmed 6 hours a day. Has to have one break unless her parents have to be there. She had a dog there that was like 3-legged and shit too. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Hollywood.
Just all you have to say was Hollywood.
Hollywood. And so literally, we thought he was a kid the whole time. Like that same day, like literally, that was our last time like filming or whatever. he's leaving. He's like, yo, appreciate y'all. Like that. He's actually live. Like, you know what I mean? Showing up. Okay. Why do we say, hey, everybody? He told us like, yeah, y'all are good kids. And we was like, good kids? How old are you? He was like, at the time, you know what I mean? We was younger. But he was like, I'm 23. We was like, 23? What? This is a kids movie.
Bruh.
When I tell you, everybody was like, it was like literally, like it must have gone through the whole crowd. Like everyone was like, want to say, everyone was like, 23. It literally we was like, what? Hey, crazy times.
See it.
Tyler's Reach. That's my point. That's my overall point.
Tyler's Reach has changed from when I started listening to him in the dorms in 09 when Yonkers came out, of course. But even then, seeing him in Austin in 15. So I get the reach. So
that's what I'm saying.
It's the times have changed. But you have your own, media company, right?
Yes, sir.
And I've been seeing you've been doing multiple things. You want to talk about that for a little bit while we here?
I'll let them know. So we have a company, the Polaris Network. It's our podcast network. We actually expanded. So it all started from our podcast, just like this, literally. And so we were in a position where
go ahead.
I go see. And so we were in a position where we had our podcast, Taco Tuesday. And essentially, we wanted to branch out naturally. Like, we had other ideas that we wanted to do, other things, and we were just like, how can we accomplish that while also, like, maintaining the core of what we're doing? And then I think that's how we started, like, other shows, digital series. At first, they were just companions, like Pop-Up Shop, we started the cul-de-sac, like other stuff in the same like lane or whatever. What happened was we ended up doing it again, essentially. Like whether they say success is relative. So as you like start to like move forward, you're gonna learn no matter what happens around us. And so we had the Polaris Network, which we started in 2021. So it was initially starting to be like an online media network. Then we were like, we wanted to do because the whole core of like everything we ever done is missing right now in the world. Facts. So it's like, how can we find that and recreate that and redevelop that like as a platform? I like what's his name? LeBron. Yeah. LeBron does that. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like, how can we create these platforms that actually are impactful to, you know what I mean? Similar to the Tyler shit. Like, you look at like a song like that with this white boy from Massachusetts, he shouldn't be listening to that. But it's because Tyler's able to reach those like cross-cultural limits and parameters and grab people like that. He might not get every single black kid in the hood, but he gonna get one.
Exactly.
You get one in the hood and you get one in some school in Massachusetts. Like, that's crazy.
Exactly.
So that's really what our goal was. Like, how can we bring authenticity back to the media space? So Polaris Network, the whole thing is the Polaris group. It's all one umbrella. Polaris Network is the podcast network. We have a lot of podcasts, a lot of content coming soon. You know what I mean? Check us out on YouTube. We focus on what we call podcasts. My co-host Jerome, shout out to him. He kind of like coined that term. It's kind of like a VOD because video release on demand, and then podcast is video. It was cool.
It's lit though. That's a creative idea, and I support it. Like when you started it, I said I'm gonna sub. I might not be able to watch it. I'm gonna goddamn support you because at least you trying to do something that's different.
Hey,
and creative at the same time.
So then after that, we just moved into like Polaris News, which is like the news division, but only for underreported news, so not breaking news, stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? Somebody just got their car broken into over here, and it's connected to a whole string of them happening like in the whole city.
Yes.
Nobody knows about that because the news isn't gonna cover it. But we try to focus also on like the culture and the lifestyle, like lifestyle content basically, like positive news. Because there's a lot of news that happens where like, let's say like that happens, that might be covered somewhere. Yeah. But what won't get covered is like, let's say we go like pass out some like lunches to the homeless, and every single like 100% of the homeless in the whole community. Not the city, but the community. That just made a big ass difference, but no one will ever know because if we don't tell people and we don't post it, then how's it gonna go? The problem is consumers have this disconnect with, like, if it's not a platform, if it's not an organization, if it's not an entity, I don't really care.
There it is.
So it's like, we wanted to make sure, like, we're trying to give you news and stuff like that. Yeah.
Of course.
A lot of stuff is negative in the world. It's a dangerous world.
It's a dangerous world.
But it's a lot of good, too.
Exactly.
So we want to emphasize that and kind of like, that's why we created Polaris News specifically. Polaris TV is coming soon. That's our film distribution company. So we put out a documentary.
Yeah.
On a couple of awards. You know what I mean? They hated it a little bit. You know what I mean? I know it's controversial.
It is, but hey, you took a great song title and made it to a documentary. You made it work. So no hate on that at all. That's a great idea, honestly.
I just got asked about that title too.
Really?
So it's no church in the wall for y'all if y'all don't know.
Yeah, watch the throne.
Watch the throne. And they were like, why, like, this is out two churches? I'm like, no, that's you're misinterpreting the meaning. It's way deeper than that. Like, no, it's not about church, it's about like systemic oppression.
Yes.
And I'm like, we made it to be a wake-up call, essentially. Like, I knew it was controversial. I could have made it way more controversial, honestly.
Of course.
You should have saw, like, once we sent it and submitted it to all these festivals and, like, the Emmys and stuff like that, they were like, we love you. We love it a lot. But it's giving us, what do they be saying nowadays? It's giving hidden colors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I guess it's just...
Take it as is.
Yeah, so only a couple festivals were even willing to, like, select it. Yeah. Wow. I got a lot of great feedback.
Of course.
But they were just like, it's too controversial for us. And I'm like, I mean, that's crazy how black issues are controversial, but...
We're going to take a quick intermission because this first run through was actually pretty smooth, but this is a conversation we've been needing to have for a long ass time. Tell me if I'm lying, because we've been trying to do this for how long?
That's what I'm saying.
So, we're going to take a quick intermission. We'll be right back. Here.